Hello and welcome back to On The Rocks. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode as we take part in the Betfred Cup final against Celtic before we take on Monaco in the final Champions League group stage game where hopefully we're going to beat Monaco, finish top of the group and then see all the other Scottish clubs qualify from their group as well. Also, this is episode 100. Episode 100 of On The Rocks. I can't believe it. We've come so far and 100 episodes now. So thank you very much to everyone who's always continually turning up and watching the videos. Massively appreciate that. Although I didn't really phrase that very well. Thanks for turning up, lads. It's not like... should have worded it better than that, maybe. I don't know. I'm quite tired today. I was out last night, as you can probably tell from my voice not being at its usual pristine self. Best bit about the night, though, main dance floor. I'm cutting some shapes and then suddenly a subscriber is there. And they buy me a drink, which is very kind of them. So thank you very much for the drink if you're watching this right now. It was very nice, up the VKs. So that was the highlight of my weekend. It was fantastic. Unfortunately, I keep getting told about how poor Lincoln City are being this season. That's because I'm using the One Football app, the sponsors of today's video. I follow Lincoln City on there, who are my favourite team, and they keep telling me all the time that we're losing games because that's what we're doing. I've got push notifications turned on for every game, so I get all of the notification come straight through to my phone when anything happens in those games, and unfortunately, it's a lot of times we're conceding goals. But it is the best football app out there to keep up to date with everything. I use it all the time and would massively appreciate it if you guys could download the One Football app from the link in the description below for free. I've really messed that last bit up there. That's annoying, isn't it? Either way, let's get into today's episode. Since you asked here for the Rangers and Hertha Berlin game, as you can see, we haven't actually won every single game. We beat Hamilton 9-0, which was great, before drawing 0-0 with Hearts. We did miss a penalty. Fox Anderson missed a penalty in that game, and as a result, it's the first game this season we've not won. So, very upset. We got back to winning ways though against Porto, beating them 2-1 before beating Dunfermline 4-0 and then Ross County 5-0. So let's not waste any more time. Let's try and win another cup final. And actually, how many cup finals have we been in now? This would be our third Betfred Cup in a row. And to be fair, we haven't actually done that well in the Betfred. I mean, we've won every final we've been in, but we haven't really got to that many finals. Our fifth final in what must be, well, hang on, let's count, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 seasons. The Scottish Cup's more like it though. The Scottish Cup is where it's at. We did lose the final twice, but we have won quite a few of them. Anyway, for the game coming up, I do want to rotate things a little bit. I want to make sure we've got a bit of rotation in there, and I want to give some other players a little chance to play. Marcelo Gil is our cup goalkeeper pretty much, so he's got to play today. We're going to have faith in him in goal. We've got a back line today, only slightly adjusted, but we've got Jem Finley playing at left back today, Admilson alongside him, Alexandro on the right hand side of the centre of defence with de Klerk at right back. The entire midfield is probably actually what you would expect from a full strength lineup nowadays from us. We've got Tam Lumper and Jordan Fort sitting in the middle with just ahead of them Bryce Delaney, Cavalcanti and Neve. And then leading the line today, back from his broken leg that left him out for so long, Fox Anderson. He's not scored a goal yet this season. He's missed a penalty. Surely he'll start scoring today. Anyway, kickoff is upon us, and as kickoff is upon us, I do want to apologise for the video on Friday. There seems to be an issue on, I'm not sure if it's my side or YouTube side with the processing of the video, because I'm not sure if it even is in HD anymore. A lot of you guys commented about that, but I didn't see those comments until like Saturday afternoon or something like that. So by that point, most of you have seen the video anyway, and there was no point in me sort of taking it down and re-uploading. At least that's what I thought, because by that point, loads of people had seen it and stuff like that. So I don't know. I didn't take it down, but essentially, apologies. I'm not sure it's my fault or not. I don't think it is. I think it's the processing side on YouTube's end, I think. But it's not good enough. So I do apologise for that. And again, it's not good enough for me only finding out about that like over 24 hours later sort of thing. Not good enough. Truth is, this past month of August, I don't know what it is. I have just been incredibly unproductive in all aspects of life. I don't know, been a bit of a write-off August. I've not really done an awful lot. I've not really been very good in the gym. I've not been very good at cycling. I've not been very good at getting lots of videos out, hence, you know, didn't see anything this weekend. I've just not been very productive at all. Been very lazy. So, new month starts on Wednesday. We're going to have a reset. Hopefully, I want to be a lot more productive in September, and I want to be more productive like Jan Cavalcanti scoring incredible goals like that. I will talk more about the unproductiveness in the, what am I calling it? I guess the TomFM member podcast. I don't know. It started out as a Patreon podcast because I just thought I'd do a little podcast for the Patreon members. And then I thought I'd extend it to the Twitch subs, but I can't call it a Patreon thing there. So I guess it's just the TomFM Big Lads Club. I don't know, something like that. Either way, if you're a Twitch sub or a Patreon member, you can get access to the podcast, which is either on Patreon or in the Twitch subscriber section of the Discord. In the meantime, let's actually focus on some Football Manager. We're well into the second half here. We're 1-0 up. There's not been much to commentate on so far in this game, actually, I will say. But, as you can see, we've just won a free kick on the edge of the area, and Jens Nieve is apparently going to do nothing with it as the highlight finishes. You hate to see it. Now, I am surprised at how tight this game actually is at the moment. Celtic, in my opinion, they've dropped in the past few years. I think they have weakened themselves in the past few years. And we saw it last season, I feel, when they got dropped out of their Champions League group. Obviously, Rangers went through last season, but Celtic got dropped down into the Europa League. Now, it's looking better for Celtic this season, but they do have a bit of an easier group this season in the Champions League. So hopefully we're going to see them and Rangers get through into the knockout stages of the Champions League. Another chance for us to come forward from another dead ball situation. Jem Finley now coming forward down the wing, but gets dispossessed on the edge of the area. But the clearance is only as far as Tam McLumper. Nieve puts it forward towards Fox Anderson, but unfortunately Fox Anderson can't get there to get his first goal of the season yet. I think we need to try and renew efforts to get him out on loan in January, as he can't score that goal. He played so well for Hibs last season, carried them through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, but obviously his broken leg has set him back some way. What I will say though is this game has been atrocious. We're winning it, okay, so that's good. But we've not really seen anything. Celtic have done a very good job of really limiting the good opportunities we can have. And if that's the best chance we've got in the game, because it's a highlight, and that's just the ball going well wide, Celtic have done a really good job of shutting us down, despite having some terrible defensive errors just like that one, giving the ball straight to us in an attacking area. We just can't capitalise on it, clearly. They are very good at defending today, Celtic, and maybe we've not given them enough credit for that, as they look to come forward right at the end of this game. Jan Cavalcanti hoofs it clear up towards Fox Anderson, who finally gets his first goal. Fox, come on. How offside was he? He's only marginally. I mean, he is offside, but marginally. I thought that was the moment. But we could double our lead right at the end. Jens Nieve very good at free kicks and scoring from them, and has just delivered a beautiful free kick into the top corner for his 9th of the season. Most of those have come from free kicks. I think Jens Nieve has turned out to be a very, very good signing this season. £37 million was a lot, but definitely worth it. Arguably a much better signing than the 85 million we've spent on Jordan 4, which we won't try and talk about too much. I still think that's a very good deal. A lot of you guys don't. Who am I kidding? It was a terrible price. A terrible price. I should never have paid it. He's here now, though. He's here. And actually, he is very good. It's just the price tag is hugely inflated. Anyway, whilst we played in that cup final there, the league took place. And as you can see, we are still way on top. Rangers just behind us, although we have a game in hand on them now. They are clear of Celtic 2, who are at risk of dropping out of the top 3 if Hearts start to play well and win a couple more games. Motherwell and Kilmarnock even could maybe creep up to Celtic a little bit. Forgot about this, didn't I? Forgot about this, because I've not played since Friday. I've done a signing. It's not a free, actually. Technically, it's a free. Technically, we do have to pay some compensation. But this guy, Vangelis Alexandris, is an attacking midfielder, 18 years old, from Greece, 5-star potential, contract coming to its expiry at the end of 2030. Why could we get him on a free transfer then? What's that about? Well, either way, he looks like he's going to sign for us on a free transfer, but I'm not entirely sure how, given that his contract doesn't expire. Oh, it's a youth contract, that's why. So we can just offer him a contract whenever, I think. Either way, for 18 years old, he looks pretty decent, particularly in the physical department, which is very good. If we change him to a shadow striker on attack, you can see he's got a lot of attributes that would be very good, just in case Jan Cavalcanti ever broke his leg or something like that. Finishing a little low, and there's a few things that are a little low, but he's 18 years old. We can work on him. So we are paying 1.2 million in compensation, with potentially 2 million down the line in potential clauses. But if you call that 3.2 million for an 18-year-old youngster who looks very, very good, I think this is a very good deal. And he will be here in a few weeks' time, which is fantastic at the start of the January transfer window. Speaking of the January transfer window coming up, I am not planning on bringing anyone in. One, because we spent all our money back in the summer transfer window, but two, I don't think we need anyone right now. Although scout reports always come through of great wonder kids, and this guy has got loads of potential, really good current ability. We don't need a winger. I always get distracted though. I just see 5-star and want them. Anyway, for this Champions League game, what we need to do is, first of all, get Fox Anderson off the pitch because he had a broken leg. He wasn't actually registered for the team. So Varela will come back onto the pitch instead, and we'll bring Edikath onto the bench. We'll also bring, let's get Van Steen back on and Demancic back on the pitch as well. And actually, that's the full strength lineup that we quite like. I reckon we keep it like that. So that's our team heading into the game. What we need to talk about is the situation going on in Europe. Specifically, what's going on with Rangers and Celtic. Well, Rangers are about to play AC Milan, whereas Celtic are about to play PSG, both away from home. The good news is that Rangers are currently top of their group. They just need to avoid defeat to Milan in order to qualify. For Celtic, though, it's a little better. They're just next to my head, actually, as you can see, and they are already qualified from their group. It just depends if they're going to come top of the group or second in the group. Obviously, top being a little bit more ideal. Obviously, PSG also qualified, as Juventus are only on 6 points with only 3 available. So well done to Celtic this season, getting themselves through. In terms of the Europa League, well, Hibs are currently sitting second in their group on 8 points. 3 points clear of RZ behind them. As long as they don't lose today, they will go through. But Hibs are about to play Sporting, as you can see. So if they just avoid defeat against Sporting, they should be okay. They did lose 3-0 to RZ and draw 2-2. So RZ have a better head-to-head record against them. If they lose to Sporting and RZ win, then RZ will go through second in the group. So come on, Hibs, we need you to do a good job there. And if we drop down into the Europa Conference League, Motherwell have a bit of a fight on their hands. They need to win. They're currently 3 points behind Olympiacos, and if they win, I think they go ahead of Olympiacos if Olympiacos lose, because they beat Olympiacos 1-0 and then drew 1-1. So they've got a better head-to-head record. They're about to play Kimki, who are bottom of their Europa Conference League group. Win that, and then of course Atalanta go on to beat Olympiacos. They will go third in the group, or second in the group, I should say. So there is a lot to play for, and we will keep our eyes out for what is going on. Ideally, we just need them all to win. All to win, and then they can all go through. It's all in their own hands, that's the thing. It's pretty much all in their own hands. If they just win their games, they will go through. So it's as simple as that, really, for the Scottish teams in Europe tonight. Fingers crossed they do the job, just like Tammut Lumpur's going to do, as he just thrashes home a goal there against Monaco. Very good start to the game for us there. Porto also beating Hertha Berlin. I'm not entirely sure if that has any implication for the rest of our group, as we've nearly scored another goal there. I think Hertha Berlin have already qualified from our group. Alongside us, I think, if I remember correctly. So I don't think Porto winning at Hertha Berlin will do anything to change the group dynamics. It might knock Monaco out of the European football completely. It might put Porto third in the group, actually. And that would be good for us if Monaco get knocked out, because they're a French team, and hopefully it puts them further behind us in the standings. And actually, Porto winning puts Porto second in the group. I didn't even realise that. I feel like I don't know how I've not known that, if I'm honest with you. Either way, Porto winning, that will knock out a German and a French team from the Champions League, which does brilliant stuff for our coefficient points, particularly if we do get 3 Scottish teams going through the group. That would be absolutely fantastic, as Van Steen now on the ball, I mean, goes for a mazy run, literally had 2 people waiting in the 6-yard area, and he didn't pass to them. One of the most infuriating things about Football Manager, they just never, ever, ever cross it in those situations. Always shoot. Hopefully, it's fixed in FM22, and hopefully, we start to get some Football Manager 2022 news, because, you know, it's getting close now to that sort of October-November launch date, and we're yet to have any news. So I'd like some, please, Football Manager. Also a big fan of this goal going in the back of the net as well. I was talking to you guys on the camera, so I wasn't actually looking at my screen, so I have no idea who scored it or how it went in the back of the net. I think Varela got that. Did he get a header on the... Very good move, Varela. Either way, things are looking good for us right now. Things are looking good for Rangers as they're drawing their game. That's all they need to do, just avoid defeat. We don't need to worry about Celtic because they're already qualified from their group. Ideally, win it so they can go through top of the group, but it doesn't matter too much. They are through. That's the main thing here. We'll look for Hibs and Motherwell shortly, although that schedule fixture results screen does mess up all the time, so it might not work if I try and look for them, which is a bit annoying. Again, something else that needs to be fixed in the latest edition of Football Manager whenever that comes out, if indeed it ever actually does come out. As have we just won a penalty there? I think we have done. The ref's gone to the VAR, but to me it looked clear cut. Instant red card in my opinion. If I was the referee, I'd be sending their player off and giving him a 10-game ban for a cynical foul like that. He's given the penalty, not the red card. I can forgive him for that maybe. What's he going to do now? What is he doing? Nothing apparently. He just wants to go and talk to my player. Gave their man a yellow card. That's unjustified. Should be a red. Cavalcanti steps up. And will Cavalcanti score another penalty this season? The referee's making this all about him, by the way. He's just walking around slowly, trying to do everything he wants. Yeah, he's annoyed me, the referee there. Either way, we scored a goal. Okay, well that's not good. I've just seen AC Milan have gone 1-0 up against Rangers. That's not part of the plan. That's not meant to happen. Because that affects their group. Yeah, you can see Milan go into second. They've just had a red card. Rangers, come on. Right, if Rangers can't score against 10 men, they just need to get an equaliser. Come on, Rangers. I believe in you. I really do, and I want them to score that goal. As Varela puts that one in. Can we just give one of our goals to them, please? Is there a way we can just transfer one of our goals? Like give them our penalty or something like that. Can we do that? Is that how football works? It should be. In this situation where we need Rangers to win, that should be the solution. We should be able to do that. Instead, Milan have gone 2-0 up. 3-0 up. Oh. I mean, at least Rangers have a chance of winning the Europa League. That's something, right? They could go on to win the Europa League. But annoyingly, we really did need them in the Champions League for the coefficient points. That's so annoying. So yeah, that's so frustrating. PSG win 2-0 against Celtic as well. Not that matters too much. How did Hibs get on? Hibs went on to win 1-0. Good, so they're through in their group. And if we scroll down as well to see what Motherwell did, Motherwell drew 0-0. So they're out. Yeah, you can just see above my head, Motherwell are out. Hibs, though, are definitely through. As you can see just next to my head, they're top seed in their group. But this is annoying. We're now seeing Rangers being knocked out, wherever they are. There they are, knocked out. So let's count how many German, French, Italian teams are through in the Champions League. We've got 2 Scottish clubs. In terms of French clubs, only PSG have qualified. Marseille down into the Europa League. And of course, in our group, Monaco just knocked out of Europe completely. Borussia Dortmund are through for Germany. Leipzig are, and so are Bayern Munich. So that's 3 German teams through. Hopefully some of them get knocked out early. Hertha Berlin go into the Europa League. What about Italian teams? AC Milan, they go through at the expense of Rangers, which is frustrating. Lazio are through. Only 2 though. Okay, I mean it's annoying because that's a missed opportunity actually for Rangers. If Rangers had got through, we'd be massively catching them up in coefficient points. Now the group stage is over, I don't think the coefficient points have been awarded because in the Europa League and Europa Conference League, teams go to a first knockout round or a second knockout round. So I'm not sure if the points count or not. We'll check out in a second though. So Scotland, we are currently on 72, Italy on 80, Germany 84. And France actually ahead of us on 73. I think basically what we need is in the Champions League for us and Celtic to draw the 2 Italian clubs and knock those Italian clubs out. That's how we get to 4th, I reckon. But obviously that's a big ask. I'm not sure what's going to happen. And I don't think the draw for that is until like quite a while away. So we won't see that draw today. But we will be back next time for those games. So fingers crossed we get one of the Italian teams so we can knock them out nice and early in the Champions League. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, if you have done, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And of course, leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.